Hello everyone, this is Magnemite 150, otherwise known as Magnezone 150. Here I am with Shiny Agu from my.opera.com, otherwise known as Augustine. Hello Augustine, how are you?
Anthony, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. And the battle starts now, and I send out my Infernape. He sends out Sea Dragon, otherwise known as Dragonite. Try to use Thunder Punch. You remember, Augustine? And you paralyze me.
And then I'm going for a Dragon Rush right now.
Yeah, actually you used Roost for some reason. And then I
Oh.
used Thunder Punch on you, and I was hoping to paralyze you, but my attempts failed. So I decided to switch, and then that's when you used...
I used Dragon Rush?
Yeah, it looks like it. And that was terrible timing on my part.
Because your Starmie switched out.
Because I switched in from a Pokemon with weak defenses to another one with weak defenses. Anyway, for all my viewers, don't mind if the camera just tends to move a lot once in a while. It's because I had a little trouble with the camera. And don't mind my missing messenger either. Anyway, so my Starmie is weak, and I took out his Dragonite with one Ice Beam. Then he sends out his Licky Licky, and how do you say its name that you gave it?
Gyro.
Gyro?
Gyro, just like a Gyro Ball move.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I switch out quickly to Infernape because I had an idea you would probably do something evil. And you used Gyro Ball, and it barely did anything to my Infernape because obviously it's fire, and it used a Steel move on a non-stab. And he uses an Earthquake, which was super effective. But I was hoping I would survive, and I did at 83, and with my Citrus I went back up to 148. And I used a close combat, and I took him out. So at this point, Augustine, I was winning by 2.
Yeah, winning by 2 Pokemon. Mine, my Salamence. Wait, huh? Yeah, remember I'm gonna put it on my Salamence.
Yeah, you sent out Dragon, Salamence, and you put down my attack, and that was scary for me. So, of course, what am I going to do, Augustine?
You're gonna try to paralyze me.
Are you sure I'm going to paralyze you? Because I switched out, I went to Drifblim, hoping I would take you out, but you used the Dragon Dance. You bum.
Haha, there's your speed and its attack.
Yeah, and you used Shadow Claw. How evil is that?
Very tough for me to get, and very evil.
Oh, and you murdered my Drifblim. One shot. Down. I couldn't activate my Citrus. Punched a hole in my balloon and a half, that's for sure. And I send out Crobat because I knew that was the only fast Pokemon I got left. And I put your dragon to sleep. And I'm just like, thank God I've got that dragon a little bit under control. So I use a Brave Bird hoping I could just kill you in 2 more turns. But the most evilest thing happened, which definitely turned the tables on my entire team. Do you know what happened there?
Of course, he woke up.
He woke up and used a Dragon Rush and completely obliterated my Crobat, which totally sucks.
Not for me.
Well, yeah, for you. Yeah, that's right. But for me, it sucked. And I send out Venomoth as my last resort, hoping since it has a Focus Sash, I can at least survive 1 move. And if I missed with my Sleep Powder, I would be completely screwed in a half. That's for sure. So I take the hit. I'm at 1 HP because of my Focus Sash, and I use my Sleep Powder. I put you to sleep. Then, Augustine, once again you do something so dreadfully evil it made me want to kill you for it. And you send out your Tyranitar. How evil is that?
Also known as Emerald.
Also known as Emerald. And I use my Sludge Bomb, and it does barely nothing to you, and your ability takes me out with a Sandstorm. Arg. So I go for Starmie as another... Once again, I'm going crazy here on Last Resorts. And I use a Hydro Pump, and I was hoping it would hit, but I wasn't sure if your Emerald was going to survive because since special defense boost in Sandstorm, but apparently he got knocked out in one Hydro Pump because since Hydro Pump is a stab and it was super effective, so it helped me out a lot.
It was a special 1 power 50 double bat, and that's like, wow.
Oh yeah. And I'm at 35. I forgot. I wasn't sure whether your stealth was faster than my Starmie or not, so I switched out to Infernate to avoid the hypnosis, which worked. And you ended up getting hit by Sandstorm, and my Infernate got hurt by Sandstorm, and it's paralyzed. I was hoping that I could Thunder Punch you at least, but you used an Air Cutter and took me out. Damn it. Yep. So, of course, at this point, it's just like, aw, dang. That totally stinks. So, I go in for Magnezone, since it's resistant to you, and you use Hypnosis, again, and you put my Magnezone to sleep, which is totally evil. So now I was hoping, okay, I gotta wake up now and Thunderbolt your butt. So, I try to wake up, use another Hypnosis, because you probably thought I was gonna switch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh my goodness. And, oh my goodness. And I was hoping to wake up and Thunderbolt you, but then I thought, what if you switched? So I decided to go for a substitute, and you switched to Garchomp. That is pure evil. And I was so lucky I woke up that turn and used the substitute.
Yeah, no.
Oh. But at least with that substitute, I could pull off a Magnet Rise. And you used Earthquake,
Yes.
of course.
And then I killed your substitute.
For sure you did. It faded. Super effective, because I'm electric and steel, so it's double effective. So I had to get out of that situation, and I used Magnet Rise. Now, the Sandstorm continues to rage, and now at this point I'm afraid, because, of course, Garchomp and its ability. And you are so damn evil. You go ahead and you use a Swords Dance.
Sword down.
And
I attack a lot.
Yeah. And, oh my gosh, and I'm just sitting there using Mirror Shot on you. And I
lower my accuracy.
That's what I was hoping for. That was the ideal reason I wanted to do that. And use a Dragon Rush. Not very effective, but I flinched. And I couldn't attack. You put me to 119 out of 291. Now I'm at 137 because of leftovers. Use another Dragon Rush. You miss. I use a Mirror Shoot. I missed. And from there it starts getting really intense because now I'm already down to my last two Pokemon. That's all I got left. And you use a Dragon Claw. You put me down to 37, I believe. Yep, 37. And it's not very effective, but of course, because of your stab and because of your Sword Stance, it made it do a lot. I use another Mirror Shot, hoping to put down your accuracy right now, just so you can miss. But I failed. And even worse, my electromagnetism wore off, so you obliterated me with an Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
But now, at this point, Augustine, was the most intense of them all. I only had one Pokemon left, and you had 3. My last Pokemon was Starmie at 35 HP out of 261 in a Sandstorm, and I was hoping I would hit that Garchomp, because if I missed, I'd be screwed, but I got him, took it out. Sandstorm rages. Oh, man is right.
And it lowers your Starmie's health.
Oh yeah, and I went down to 19, and don't mind the camera there, I don't know why it fell to the side there, but that's okay. And you send out your dragon, and from here it looks like you're trying to buy time, aren't you? Hoping to...
Nah, the thing I was trying to do, I wanted him to wake up so he could use a Shadow Claw on you.
Oh my goodness, you're evil. And I survive it, and I killed your Salamence, and now I'm down to only 3 HP. Now, I wasn't even sure whether your stealth was faster than me because I forgot. But apparently I'm faster than your Crobat, which is amazing. And I used my Ice Beam and took it out. And oh my gosh, that was an excellent battle. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. The thing is, my freaking Crobat is slower than a Starmie. That is not acceptable.
See ya.